Martial law, what is it and what does it take away from you? Like that. Here's how martial law is defined. The ranking military officer in command of the force on the ground will become the head of the civilian government for the duration of the martial law. The assumption is that local government and law enforcement are incapable of handling the crisis, so military is called upon to assume that role. Martial law can be declared by the president or an act of Congress on a federal or national level using federal troops, and by the governor on a state level using National Guard of that state as the military force. Historically, martial law has been declared in the United States as a result of significant natural or man-made disasters, widespread rioting, or terrorism. To date, martial law has never been instituted as a result of a pandemic, but time will tell. But here are the rights that are instantly taken away from you. First Amendment, freedom of speech, assembly, and the press. The degree in which the First Amendment is affected under martial law is proportionate to the threat itself. Second Amendment, our right to bear arms. It's quite possible that a confiscation of firearms could take place under martial law, especially if civil unrest is the root cause of the Declaration. The Third Amendment, freedom from housing soldiers. This right goes back to the Revolutionary War when the British took possession of homes and farms to house and feed their soldiers. The Fourth Amendment, protection from unreasonable search and seizure. This is another unlikely event under most circumstances under martial law. It wasn't widespread following 9/11, although anyone who was suspected of being involved in the attack on the Twin Towers was subject to exactly that. And that's the point. Fifth Amendment, protection to life, liberty, and property. At the beginning of 2020, various people around the U.S. were engaged in the hoarding of face masks and reselling them for significant markups. Many of those people found their hoards or property confiscated. The general consensus is they got what they deserved. Under martial law, that can happen regardless of the circumstances. Now, don't you worry. In the next video, I'm going to tell you how to protect yourself from this. Don't forget